When did the snowboarding thing start to get like really serious for you? Like, where was that turning point? At what age?
I guess when I started making money from it. I mean, I was 15 years old and I signed my first contracts with Red Bull, Quicksilver, and I think and Oakley. And
You didn't really skip. You skipped sort of the smaller brands, didn't you? There, you sort of gone straight in.
Yeah.
Well, it was
no
weird
Dirty
because
Dog sponsorship.
it was weird because I just started like I literally on a Nike 6.0 as well for the trade. Like I was part of that like small group. In fact, um, what's his name? I feel so bad that I don't know it. He was on he was on the Nike 6.0 team from very young. Josh Bryceland.
Yeah, I was on the team then as well. We were teammates.
No way.
Yeah.
We weren't. Were we? Actually?
Yeah, I was on the team when
No
when Josh was on. I was on. Yeah.
See, we must have met.
I have no idea. I don't remember. I got invited to Nike Town.
Did you go on that like downhill mountain biking trip?
No.
In Wales.
No.
I think, and Josh was on it, and then Steve Pete was teaching us.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get invited to that.
That was actually tell a lie.
Ollie, you sure you're on the team?
Tell a lie. That's actually when I first went on a bike. Must be but then obviously never did it since. But like, yeah. So that was kind of that program was on that from very young, so 15, and then I was kind of doing that. I had an agent, and he kind of was sorting everything out, and it got quite serious. And then I was competing all around the world, but it went from like one day I was riding dry slope in Halifax, so the next minute I'm on fucking Red Bull and Quicksilver and all these brands, and like shit, I'm like earning money, and I had no idea how much this money even was because I was still at my parents. I'm like, oh, like, you know, what's this amount of money? Like, you know, I had no idea.
You have no concept, do you? Yeah.
No concept whatsoever. And then yeah, the journey just begins, and I go to Hintertux. It was my first Team GB like practice session where riding with the team, and I was like, oh god, this is all like really serious. I'm used to riding dry slope with my mate and filming with shitty video cameras and uploading to Vimeo or YouTube like what we've been up to, but this was like another level. And yeah, there was like loads of contests and just kind of went from there. And then I kind of left Red Bull for Nike, which was a sore subject at the time, because I mean they hated it. I think that, you know, obviously our Nike SB kind of Nike 6.0 led into Nike SB, and that was like big for me. That was like made kind of my whole career was riding for that team for 4 years, until Nike SB was no longer in snowboarding and they dropped out, which was a shame. Because after the last year of my contract, I was riding for Nike, but there was no team manager. There was nothing there. You know, it was like the Instagram account got shut down. Like everything.
Oh no!
So I was basically getting paid, but I had to ride for Nike. I couldn't get out of it. So I was like riding for a brand that I was like not getting any shout outs from, not getting promotion from, and it was amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, it set me up for life riding for Nike, but like that last year was pretty dismal, if I'm going to be honest.
Really?
But and I lost the thing is I lost a lot of sponsors from that deal because I had to go to Nike and drop everywhere, drop Oakley, drop Red Bull, drop all those other little brands.
So it was a full head to toe, no other logos on you.
Nothing, because Nike wanted the helmet, but they paid really well, and you know, obviously they had the goggles and stuff and the boots and everything was head to toe except from snowboards, which I was on Salomon at the time. And yeah, it was amazing. Obviously those Nike days will no longer be, but it's good times, and there's some pretty good memories if I can remember some wild stuff going down on those those years.
So how old were you when you let's say when you switched to full Nike?
I was like 17, 18.
Okay, so
how old are you now?
Young now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 29 now.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So
like 8 years ago, isn't it?
yeah, and the problem is now is so that's a while back, but it was just different. Like we were going to X Games and they were flying us in helicopters to the X Games. Like the board bags were going in the van, and it was just like totally more rock star like back then, like that kind of life. And I just going with it. I was like, yeah, fuck it, this sounds good. Just no concept of any of this like at all. Just kind of stayed in big houses like it was normal.
How do you think it's changed then? Why was it bigger then? And because it kind of has a kind of there's parallels in mountain biking. Obviously, it's gone up and down, and when
things go up and down, I guess. But snowboarding really has. It's weird to say it, but it's really changed since slopestyle and big air went into the Olympics.
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type the Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!